Philadelphia, the city of brotherly love. And you have some questions for me, I understand.
Yes, well, luckily you're in the beautiful Philadelphia where America was born, the independence, the liberty, the country of the freedom. What do you think when people say are you racist? We are white people?
Well, the world has changed, Roberto, and we do have to be careful the way we word things without these long titles, but I do understand that words like saying white and distinguishing races by color is an inadequate thing to do now. But I do not appreciate that there's a new critical race theory where they're asking people like myself to apologize for being a Caucasian or white. Now, the problem I have with it is I don't feel I need to be responsible for my ancestors, and I'm going to tell you why. And tell me if you agree with me or not. I grew up as a single child with a single parent, and I loved my mother, and she did a great job. Now, a lot of people would say, well, everyone needs a father. I don't feel I missed out on a lot. I'm athletic. I had a scholarship for football. I consider myself pretty masculine, and I feel as though my mother did the best she could as a single parent. Now, the reason I'm saying this is I hardly knew my grandparents. Never met them, and I never met my father. I have a vague memory of him one time. Now, if I haven't been able to speak or interact with people in my immediate family and I didn't know them, how in God's name would I be able to apologize for ancestors that I have no idea who they are? Does that make any sense to you?
I agree with you absolutely, because I have the same opposite situation. I knew my father, but I lost him when he was 8 years old. But I understand the feeling that you are.
Okay. So I can't apologize for people that I didn't know. Now, I understand we should be aware of the situations of what happened in the past with slavery and some of the discriminations that happened in the past. I don't discard that we should make sure they never happen again. But to apologize currently for being Caucasian is a very bad thing to push, because you're only creating more racism. You're humbling somebody and degrading them, because this has not been an issue. Look, we've had a black president. We have very prominent athletes. We have prominent entertainers that are from all colors, shapes, sexes, and sizes. Why all of a sudden, as soon as the Democratic Party gets nominated, it's an issue that now everyone's a racist? Now, I wouldn't consider me and you racist. We started a film festival with all walks of life throughout the whole entire world. Some of my best friends are African American. I've gone out with a Dominican woman for 10 years. I mean, how could I be considered racist?
America is the country of the freedom.
Yes. So let me ask you again, what is the purpose of apologizing for being white? Tell me what the ideology is behind that.
I don't know. I think it's a woke mentality, and they're trying to confuse people and make you feel bad, because it's a way to control. The more fear they create in you, the more easy to control you, dominate you. People are afraid to be afraid. Intimidation.
Of course. But I also feel it creates tension.
They want division. You divide, you control.
Yes, divide and conquer is an old term that's all the way in the book that me and you like. Sun Tzu, The Art of War, divide and conquer. So seriously, if you're going to create this kind of tension, how could someone get on a subway train where there's 80% African Americans and you're a Caucasian? I can almost feel the tension, because all they're hearing on the news is how white people are racist. Well, again, I want to make this clear. I do think we need to recognize and acknowledge that what happened was wrong back then. But we should not have to apologize now.
And the worst is to tell children now, 6 years old, to feel ashamed because they are white. Children don't even have no idea. They don't see that.
It's a bad time to do it.
It's so inhuman, inhuman and disgusting.
Yes. Yes, and when we come back after this sponsor cut, I just wanted to mention we're going to go and cut from the critical race theory, and we're going to talk about how they're teaching transgender and sex education in schools at preteen ages, where they should be teaching mathematics and history. So we'll be right back after these messages.